You see, I had to take a video of this because you don't see this man often around, you know, because he's everywhere. Bruton, tell me, what's kind of been the process of you going back and forth?
There hasn't been a process because I don't come here often. But it's always nice to be around family, friends, and you know, just where I got my start.
So speaking of starts, how did bucket reel get its start?
I got my start by, you know, basically I got really annoyed with the lack of coverage in the 252 area code, 910, you know, and in some parts of the 919. You know, so I just decided myself, I said, you know what, I'm gonna just do the coverage myself, you know, and just got out there, started filming, started doing some writing. Junious Smith gave me my start, you know, writing for the newspaper when he was over at the Free Press, and yeah, the rest is history.
Well, of course, you've really built a brand here, and you also have had some help. Trey Corden, Hoop Farm Mixtapes. You've had numerous others that have really impacted bucket reel. What's kind of been the process of building the brand into what it's been, not just in the hoop state, but in Georgia too?
Just consistency, you know, being humble, being nice to people, building relationships, and you know, just understanding that, you know, everybody wants exposure, everybody wants the truth. It's just a matter of how you, you know, how you bring it to them. You know, so as long as you know, bring people the truth, bring them fair exposure, you know, and you do everything the right way, everything will work itself out. You know, your brand will grow. The people that you're helping, they'll grow, and you know, it's just a beautiful thing overall.
And my last question is, can I have some Chick-fil-A?
Say it one more time.
Can I get some Chick-fil-A, man? I'm just kidding with you.
There's nothing left.
I'm kidding with you. Bro, I was gonna say, thanks for doing this. I know it's impromptu, pretty much, but
yeah, it is.
I know you're not one that's really like behind, like in front of the camera yourself. You're kind of a behind the camera guy, or what?
I've never been in front of a camera, actually, ever.
Really?
Yeah, never.
Yeah, that's got to be a lie.
You cannot find a video of me talking.
Hey, well, hopefully this documentary is going to have a little bit of you talking, if you don't mind.
I don't mind. Just make sure you Photoshop some waves on my head, and we're good to go.
Well, here we are. Final day of the John Wall Holiday Invitational here at Broughton High School in Raleigh. It's been a heck of a tournament, and it's only going to get better from here. So check out some of the interviews we have here today. And hey, there's some WJT kids here. Maybe they'll get on here too. So yeah, check it out then. Strike is here.
Welcome back from our first, 9 and 8.
But to my right, senior Jordan Lynch. To my left, senior John Bailey. A little more like Greenfield basketball today. You know, I challenged our guys Saturday after I thought was a lackluster effort Saturday for us. Well, I really challenged them. They came out and responded. That's the team I know, and that's the team I love coaching. You know, we didn't shoot it great, but we defended our butts off. I thought we did a great job. I thought we showed some toughness on the glass. So I'm very proud of the boys.
Very good question.
So, Coach, on Saturday you kind of touched on that. Not happy with the defensive effort. Wondering if you could talk a little bit more about what you thought today.
Well, we knew, you know, Broughton's scrappy and they keep coming at you. If you watch the first two games, they never stopped. And, you know, they did a good job getting to the lane and to their mid-range. So I challenged our guards to really, you know, to keep them out of the lane. And I thought we did a good job. We look at, Otto had 0 points, number 20, Julian King didn't score, you know what I mean? So we did a good job on their scores, you know, and like I said, I got on them Saturday. I was on them tough, but these two guys responded, and I thought defensively, and we're the type of team that defense gets us going offensively, and I thought we did a pretty good job today. I mean, we caused 22 turnovers, which led to some transition buckets for us, and we're a really good team when we can get out and run a little bit.
This is for the players and the coaches. What lessons do you take from this challenging tournament that you can carry on later into maybe the playoffs and hopefully win the state championship?
Biggest lesson I think we learned is just play great for basketball, play our game, be composed on the offensive end, and just play defense.
Always play hard and play great for basketball.
They made a really good run at the end of the first half to cut it to 9. So at the start of the second half, that 10-0 run, what'd you guys kind of do to like stem the tide a little bit and finally find a little bit of a breakthrough this week?
We always talk about the first 3 minutes of the second half is the most important part of the game because, you know, we were up 9, we could have pushed that thing up to 20 or not showed up and it could have been a 3-point game. So we always emphasize that every game. I thought they did a good job of getting stops and actually executing what we wanted to do to get some good looks.
Coach, I know you had your pops on the bench with you. What did it mean for him to be there with you all weekend?
Oh, it means everything. You know, my dad means the world to me. I'm glad he could be here. He's taught me a lot. You know, he loves every second of it, and I know I just want to cherish every moment we have with him. He loves the boys. The boys love him. So he's a major part of our team.
For the two players, you guys start off this tournament with 2 losses, able to recover and get a win today. How does that set you guys up to go back and continue your regular season play?
Thanks to give us some confidence. I mean, we didn't get the result we wanted the first 2 games, but I think we'll just continue to play our game. We'll do good in the playoffs and the rest of the season.
It gave us things to see what we work on and go in place and work on.
What'd you learn about your team this weekend, Coach?
You know, we knew this tournament. First of all, you know, it's just always an honor to be here. I mean, when you're here, every team tests your weaknesses. And we saw our weaknesses, and we see what we need to work on. You know, we know we've got to be consistently tough. You know, we got to look to push tempo, and even do the stuff we do when the shots aren't falling. So we learned a lot. You know, I really think we did. We've played a terrific schedule so far, but you know, coming here and in this environment, this moment, it's just great for the kids. And this is stuff, and this is why we do it. Stuff that they'll never forget. You know, how many kids get to say they get to play in the John Wall? You know, and we're lucky to be our 5th time, and hopefully we'll be back in the future. But this is something these guys will never forget, and that's why we do it. So. we have learned a lot. You know, you always hear you learn a little more about losses than you do wins, and we had to do some self-checking. You know, the last couple of days. Lost a tough one Thursday to Millbrook, to a great team, but we felt like we gave it away. But you know, in basketball, you got to bounce back. You know, I mean, and we didn't show up for 32 minutes against Durham Academy. So, but we learned from it, and we stepped up today the way I wanted us to. So I'm very proud of us. And now we get back to. We actually got a couple games later on this week, and we got a long haul for the state tournament. So hopefully we'll be ready at the right time.
Very good.
To my right, I've got Isaac Parsons and I've got Chance Minot on the far end. We're very pleased to come out of here with a win on the last day. It was a need win day. I told the guys it's not a must win, but it was a need win. This tournament is very good at just challenging you in so many ways. I know I've said that, but every game you got to bring it. And I thought we needed to come out with a good game today, and I thought really we wanted to pressure them pretty good and speed them up, and we did that. forced 14 turnovers in the first half, and forced 26 for the game. But I thought that we just couldn't capitalize early on forcing some of those turnovers. We were turning around and giving it back up and not being smart. 50-50 balls, we weren't getting it. But he killed every run we had in the first half. Give LJ credit. I thought he was able to keep that game close when it felt like we should have been able to extend it a little bit more. But overall, I'm very pleased to end today with a win, and we'll take everything that we've learned and been put in, and hopefully we're going to put it for the rest of our season to make a good run.
You did very good questions.
So now for you guys, after a win like this, it's on to Eastern Carolina 2A conference play and the bigger picture, of course. What will you take from today into your games in the future? Because you've got some big ones coming up.
Yeah, well, we've got our conference. We've got some tough non-conference games sprinkled in there with Goldsboro, New Hanover, Farmville. So our conference play, of course, is the most important, but you've got these big games sprinkled in. I just told the guys, the biggest thing for us is our big run in the third quarter, when we work the ball, when we share the ball, when we move without the ball, when we set good screens, and when we get everybody involved and really get out and running, we're dangerous, and we've got to do a better job of that. I think that there's a reason why when we make our big runs, those are the things happening. And so we got to get back to that. But all of this helps us moving forward for sure.
Jonathan, you put a catalyst of that run in the third quarter with the 9 points. I mean, how are you able to get going after halftime?
Just staying aggressive, trust my teammates.
For the seniors, this was your last Holiday Invitational. What did it mean to you to play in it this week? What are you going to take from this and start with the chance?
It was fun. It was a good experience, man. I was off to college.
Like you said, it was a good experience. We had a lot of fun while we were down here. We had a lot of good teaching.
For the players, we'll start with you. What went right today? It just seemed like from the jump, everything was going in. The shots that weren't going in, the previous 2 games were going in today. What was good about today's game?
Just have confidence. We didn't put out the whole game, so we got to keep our confidence. We gained a good confidence, warm-ups, and how we prepare for the game. And we had to take in tonight.
The team beat from the night last night, and we just kept our heads up and kept playing.
Coach, Holly Springs had 26 turnovers, and you guys had 17 still. Do you think going to the press earlier put pressure on them that they couldn't handle?
Yeah, that was our game plan. It's a good question. 26, they had 14 in the first half. We wanted to go full court in and sprinkle in our zone press to try and speed them up and force those turnovers. With 26 turnovers, I would have loved to have had more points off the turnovers. I felt like we left some easy ones out there. But clearly, that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to make it very hard for them. We felt like we had the bodies to try and speed them up and generate some offense from our defense for sure.
I know these guys were the stars of the game today, but really Will London really brought a spark to the team today, didn't he?
There's no question. And the thing about Will is he's that guy all the time. He's going to bring energy. He brings that spark plug. He does not let a negative play affect him. He's going to keep bringing it all the time. And yeah, you look at his stat line. He's 4 for 6, 8 points, 5 rebounds. He plays bigger than he is. And he's our spark plug. He's that guy that can get us going, and he did a great job today for sure.
Over these 3 games, you guys feel like, this is for everybody, do you guys feel like you guys are progressing in the right direction even with some of the tough results you had at the beginning?
I'll speak first. I do. I mean, naturally, you want to win every game you're in up here. But I do think we are progressing. We just got to continue to do the little things, continue to do those better than what we're doing.
I like how we got tested up here. I like the competition.
I feel like the crowd helped us out a little bit in some of the games. just the environment really helps out.
It was a great atmosphere, great teams we played, so I think it's going to help us.
How much do you think the strength of the guys who played in this tournament is going to carry over to Eastern Carolina Conference play on the better team?
It will. There's no question. It's not gonna, the game will slow down a little bit. But the thing is, we got to just come out with the mindset. We face some very, very good teams up here, and so now we've got to have the mindset every night when we go into play in our conference. We got to be ready to go and build on what we've seen here, and just continue to press on and push through conference play and these non-conference games because. Our league's tough. I mean, you got some good teams that are fighting for position against us. So we've got to bring it.
Very good.
What's up, everybody? I'm here with the ENC Moments founder, familiar to the Just Like Those podcast. He's a guest on our show, Junious Smith III. The Reverend. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm happy to be out here preaching these sermons.
Absolutely. Of course, you are the media director for the girls' tournament and assistant media director overall. What do you think of this girls' tournament? How it's sisters?
Listen, the girls' tournament every year has always been spectacular. This time we had the biggest field that we've ever had, 14 teams, and then the final between St. Francis and Southeast Raleigh was absolutely phenomenal. On the surface, it looked like just a defensive struggle, 34-31, but Southeast Raleigh, they played tremendous defense. I mean, they only allowed 69 points total in the entire series. But St. Francis, they are the real deal, led by Angel Reese, who was going to Maryland, and it was just a lot of fun.
I was going to say, thank you for treating me to those 3 girls games I got to cover. Leesville Road and Heritage played. I got to watch North Raleigh Christian and Farmville. Farmville got their first win.
Right.
Leesville played Carey and Tiana Key, who's ridiculous. And her sister's good too. She's at Tennessee.
Yeah, Tamari Key.
Yeah, Tamari. And of course, my last game was Concord First Assembly and Heritage. I went down to the final seconds. And Concord First Assembly had a chance to go 3-0, and Heritage stole it in the last few seconds. So it was an incredible girls tournament. Of course, I know you rock with the boys too. You wrote stories on Kinston and Farmville Central yesterday, and you got some coming today. Speaking of ENC Moments, talk to me about how that started up and the progress you've made on it so far.
Well, the reason why ENC Moments started up, was with a couple of months ago, and it really had me just sitting back and thinking, what would happen if I decided to create my own entity because I had the first post for about 6 months back in 2017, ran it until 2018 until I joined News News. But this time around, ENC Moments, I'm focusing more on the Kinston area, but Farmville has actually started to become a part of it. West Craven, Washington, but my core 8 schools: Kinston, North, South, Randall Parish, Bethel Christian, Jones Senior, Green Central, and Millbrook.
Of course, our area, that's the area I got started writing in. I'm still thankful for them. I want to come back and write if the right people will let me. I can't say too much more than you know.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's ENC Moments, and from my vantage point, since it's ENC Moments, you can really include the entire eastern part of the state if you wanted to. I know you want to stay close to Kinston, and you want to stick with those schools, and of course you can branch out to Peyton, Raymond, Beaufort, and everybody else. But you've really built something special, and because you have that name, and you have the Junious Smith III name, and people know who you are, and you're one of the more well-respected writers I know, you're able to make something big. It's been taken off, right?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely appreciate everybody that's taking the time to really view it and, just respect me as a writer. I mean, I was able to get over 10,000 views, like on page views in the first month, which absolutely surprised me because when I had the first post, I think I got about 3,500. So that's a lot of progress, and it's only going to get better from here.
Of course, boys tournament wrapping up today. It's Championship Monday. Of course, Farmville Central is playing Millbrook tonight, and Kinston is playing right now against Holly Springs. They're leading at halftime. It's just been an incredible weekend of games and weekday, of course. But what do you think will be the game of the day coming up around these next 2 games? What do you think is a game you are really ready to watch?
Now, I'm definitely ready to watch the rest of this Kinston Holly Springs game, and then of course we got Farmville versus Millbrook. Millbrook is looked at as one of the top teams in the state. But the game that everybody is going to be paying attention to, the number 1 and number 4 teams in the nation going at it, Montverde in Florida, and then the Patrick School of New Jersey nearly lost to Farmville Central. They were down by 7 with a minute and 23 to play, and Farmville had it, but those 3-pointers by Noah Farrakhan and Chris Chow, and free throws really doomed the Jaguars. But there's another game that comes on right after Montverde and the Patrick School that people have to pay attention to. That's on Word of God versus Hillcrest out of Phoenix.
My goodness, the lineup today is just, I mean, every day. And the thing I loved about this tournament so far, just about, I would say about 90% of the games have been all competitive games, like coming down to the final minutes, who makes the plays at the end. Of course, Montverde has been the best team at the tournament so far. What do you think it would take for the Patrick School to have any shot at this one?
They have to hit their 3-pointers. Jonathan Kuminga has to go off. Noah Farrakhan has to go off. Chris Chow has to go off. Well, the soul, I guess, like the body of Chris Chow, because his soul was taken by Moravian Smith.
Hey man, dude, T went off, man. He went crazy. I think he had 30 last night.
He did have 30.
My goodness, man. Yo, Farmville Central, in my opinion, has proven themselves to be a top 25 team in America.
I have to agree.
I was gonna say, I feel like they have earned the right to have that claim. Of course, they still got to play like it throughout these next few weeks after the tournament. Speaking of which, quickly before we head out to watch that second half, you are running a show at the Kinston MLK tournament.
Yeah.
Farmville and Kinston gonna play each other. It's gonna be an amazing game. Of course, what do you think seeing that one with that field?
It is going to be absolutely tremendous. January 18th at Kinston High School.
It's a Saturday. You're free.
Yes. Besides Kinston and Farmville Central playing each other, you got Word of God versus Moravian Prep. That's going to be the game prior to. But you've got a lot of amazing teams that are going to be in there. Leesville Road, the Burlington School, First Flight, Wilmington Ashley. I believe Cox Miller's going to be there. So, I mean, it is going to be a full slate of games. Here at Kinston High School, it's the first time that this has ever happened. Shout out to Hoop State Network for being a part of this.
Yes, sir. And thank you for joining me. And of course, you need a right-hand man, right?
Let's do it, man.
You need Striker to run the show, to help you run the show.
You're on Saturday, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's do it. Hey, that's Junious Smith III, ENCMotors.com. Check it out.
Thank you, man.
You can be in there too. What's up? We're back. I'm here with the mastermind, Miles Masercola. My man, how you doing?
Good, man. Good to see you.
Of course, it's been a heck of a weekend here at the John Wall Holiday Invitational.
Yeah, it's been wild. This event means a lot to me. You know, I've done 3 different things in this event. I was a manager in this event as on the basketball team. I've been a fan in this event, and now I've been able to cover the event, and now I'm on the event staff, and it's been a special event for me personally.
I was gonna say, talk about a progression. You've been going up yourself. I mean,
and this event's the launching pad for it. I got hired at Phenom here. I met Corey Smith through my now editor at Pac 5, but this event has been a personal launching pad for me, and not only for me, but for all the kids that have the opportunity to play in it. It's really about them. So let's talk about them.
Absolutely, it's been like we said, it's been an incredible 4 days. It's Championship Monday.
Yeah.
Who have been some of who's I guess Miles' Magic 5. What would you
My
say?
Magical 5. I don't know. I think Dontre Styles is the first one that comes to mind, mainly because of what he did on night 1 against Moravian Prep. They ended up falling up short. Kinston's a really good team. They didn't have the best game the next day against Combine. They made up for it today in a win against Holly Springs. But Styles showed that he's a top 100 kid in the country, and there's no argument about that. Probably top 75. Another one, Shaquille Moore, the lefty going to NC State out of Moravian Prep.
Player. Unbelievable.
As dynamic an athlete as you'll see, he's someone that can create offense. He's someone that out of the triple threat, he's incredibly dynamic. And then we saw what he could do with just McCurt Maker, put it on his head. So the other one would probably be Nick Farrar. He's playing right now. It's halftime of this game, as we said.
And he's oh my goodness. NC State is just. I know you're a Pac predator. I'm sorry to cut you off, but once again, I keep saying it. North Carolina State Wolfpack fans everywhere, you should be very, very excited.
Yeah.
Be very excited.
Yeah. He's been unbelievable.
Yes.
And you look at what people think about him as a player, the fact that he is a 6'7", 235-pound bully with the wiggle. You saw what he did to Jonathan Kuminga. He went right at the #1 player in the country, and that was really cool to see. You know, he's a kid that hasn't really played on a big stage a whole lot, never played on a shoe circuit outside of one weekend. So now he has the opportunity to do that in an event like this. They're on Sharpe with Montverde. I got a lot of crap on Twitter, people trying to come at me for saying that Montverde can beat, 10 or 15, maybe even 20.
Yes, I saw that
argument. People trying to say I ruined kids and stuff like that. Like, come on, man, let's relax with that. But regardless, when you look at this Montverde team, I'm not even going to single out Darren because it's really the Montverde team. You have 3 kids that, if you put them in a high major conference right now, they're contributing. You have Cade Cunningham, a 6'6", do-it-all point guard. A kid that is that Penny Hardaway mold, that 6'6" creator. You have Scotty Barnes, who I don't know if you can fit him in any mold. He's a 6'9" point forward.
And I think Scotty is perfect because he's on Florida State.
Yeah,
right?
and
he's a typical Florida State wing player that Leonard Hamilton.
You're talking about me?
Yeah, we're talking about you.
Yes,
absolutely.
exactly.
How dynamic of an athlete you are. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And then and then Daron Sharpe, obviously, the big man going to Carolina. Like, that's easy work right there.
I was gonna say. Miles' Magical 5, you find all of his Magical 5s and all over the place.
And the thing is, like, the thing about this event, like, you have Jaden Michael in the Burlington School come in and win that new Kyron Bowman bracket.
I was going to
say,
say,
Paul Mating making a name for himself and get national write-up. So what this event does is it blends local, regional, national. And all the kids are put on the same stage. And now that we have
arguably the biggest stage in North Carolina high school sports, right?
Yeah, so it's a perfect opportunity for these kids, and this event will go on for another 45 years. We won't let it stop.
I was gonna say, you guys. No, you're good.
You're good.
I thought there were BS and I went to walk.
No, this is quick. It's on this right here.
It's on this.
Kiss my No, don't cut that. Leave that in.
No, okay.
But
of course, you've been on the call for some of the big main event games here with Ray Mason has done a great job. Ant Simmons, I know he gets a lot of criticism for his
Ant Simmons.
But
we
slight late season.
Slight late season. T-shirts coming soon.
Of course, Rod Bridges has done a great job. But of course, Webb has been running it. Junious with the girls tournament.
Yeah, no,
B hangs with all the media.
I've said we got a mob over here, yo.
Yeah,
it's really that simple.
I'm in North Carolina. We're blessed to have some really good people in this media. We got people like Jonas spoke before, people like and like photographers that are good. Max Scheide, that guy right there, he's alright. Max.
There's too many to name.
I don't know.
Nah, don't worry about Jughead Max.
I was gonna say Max is just
slightly just walking through the back. Good to see you, Max.
Just you could do.
Nah, I joke with Max. Max is gifted.
These are.
I love me.
I
love me.
I was gonna say, but these two people right here are part of like many really good influences here in the state that in the media, and of course, Junious has been a good influence on me as well. Of course, the Fayetteville State,
the greater Fayetteville State conglomerate.
We got the Reverend and Rod. Reverend Rod. There we go. It's perfect. But it's been an incredible week. The girls have been putting on a show. I know.
The only game I saw was a championship game. Angel Reese.
She's the goods. I'll tell you. This is one of I'm glad I got to see some of those girls' games. Like, that's really good. It's not just the hoop state for the boys. These ladies can hoop too.
Absolutely.
But Miles, thank you again for joining me. Max too. This Max Scheide, one of the best people in the business, of course, and hopefully continue success. You got to come back on the podcast sometime.
Yeah, man. Maybe in the spring we'll talk a little AAU.
Of course, absolutely.
Oh yeah, for sure. Appreciate it.
All right, y'all. I got a favor to ask of you. Okay? Support the Smile for Josh Foundation.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And the Josh Level Classic.
All that. www.smileforjosh.org. Go donate. Go see what we're about. We do a lot of cool stuff in the community, so we appreciate it.
Appreciate you, boy.
This time for the Jaguars number 3.
All the way, just all the way. Nice.
Rebound, that's it. Number 23. Jaguars basket. Thomas Steve. It's over.
Hey, I got my dog right here, Justin Wright. You know, you come into this tournament, you know, you know what you get yourself into. You get yourself into a lot of really well-coached basketball teams, a lot of talented basketball teams. It's like going to the hospital, getting a stress test, figure out what you got to work on. And we got a long list of things that we can tighten up on as a basketball team. You know, I like our guys. I like what we have. You know, we didn't have these type of tests last year. Everything came easy, and we didn't want things to come easy this year. And so we took the road less traveled. And proud of our guys playing hard. You know, I thought the first 2 minutes, Millbrook was outstanding running the floor with those big guys. You know, I thought they set the tone. We weren't ready to run the floor with them, and I thought we were playing catch up from that point on. You know, you got to give a lot of credit. They're well coached. Every time they needed to convert, they converted.
Okay, questions?
Joseph, what was it like for player to be able to have this experience and play against these other types of high-level schools that you wouldn't want to face?
This is one of the best experiences of my life playing basketball. I just love the crowd, I love the energy, I love the talent we playing against. This is one of my toughest experiences.
I know this hasn't been an easy week in terms of the results, but has there been progress made and growth from your team, Coach?
Definitely growth for me. I mean, self-reflection is a big thing for me. After the Patrick School, I just wish I could have that last minute, 20 seconds left. We were up 7. There would have been a lot of things done differently on my part, strategy-wise. But hey, we're in that situation again, and this is where this tournament's going to pay huge dividends. These guys played their butt off. I can't say enough. I wouldn't trade my team for nobody else's.
Coach, this is for everybody. How worried should your conference be after this weekend?
We just got to worry about Farmville Central. If we can get Farmville Central back healthy, bruised tailbone, eye bruise, T had a bruised kneecap coming in. Now he lost a tooth in the second quarter. We got other guys banged up. Josh, our backup point guard, didn't play the entire tournament. So it tested us. Some guys had to play 32 minutes. I don't think you came off the court the last 2 games, which is hard to do against this level of competition. So definitely we're going to take some things from it and be a better basketball team, no doubt.
Coach, I think you guys have a great culture at Farmville Central, playing hard, playing just good high school basketball. What was the main thing that you had to end playing at Farmville Central to get to be one of the best high school basketball programs?
Just got to play hard. I mean, the X's and O's come later, but if you don't play hard, you're never going to be in position to win basketball games. So that's the foundation, is playing hard. And these guys saw it long before they got there. We were playing hard. And now when you have hard work and talent, now you have a chance to be special. You can't skip any of the process. You can be talented and not work hard. You're going to win a game, lose a game. So we're excited about getting a little bit of break, get a couple days off our feet, get some guys help, get back in the gym and practice. We haven't had 4 straight practices in a long time, so it'll give us a chance to really focus on Farmville Central and no one else, which will be huge.
Anybody else? Very good.
Coming
Add it to the trophy case, whatever. Come on. Add it to the case. Next. Yeah. Actually, probably the best player in the world that's not in the NBA.
And are awarded to number 1 Cade Cunningham from Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's support one final resounding applause for both the talented teams and their outstanding student athletes.
Now, we just want to talk about what's, you know, tell me what it's been like. Obviously, it's a big difference going to a big time school like that, what it was down in Waterford. What's it been like for you since you left?
It's tough to jump out of both places. part of the competition with my old teams and I grew up in South Central. But these guys, I couldn't participate everywhere the South Central could come out and show.
What's one of the events Coach please the team
Okay.
I'm saying Dayron Sharpe, North Carolina, born and raised, and going to the Tar Heels, and Kate Cunningham from Texas is going to Oklahoma State, two of the premier players in the country. Also, both great students and great guys, and they help the culture in our school be really strong, not just on the court but off the court, and with the discipline and how we like to do things. And again, for 24 years I coached what was St. Patrick's. Obviously it closed and they kept it going as the Patrick School. So there was some emotion involved because I've never played against them. Chris, the coach, used to be my assistant for many years. So we wish them the best. Hopefully they have a great season and bounce back in the next meeting. But we're concerned with our team and trying to be as good as we can be, and hopefully we looked at it that we have about 5 games to be a national champion, which is a long way off, and we've beaten DeMatha, IMG, and the Patrick School now 3 teams that were in the top 5, and 2 of them significantly, and IMG pretty solid. We played very poorly, but we still won by about 10. So we're going to try to keep pushing on and keep getting better and stay humble and work hard.
Very good. Before first question, statistical thing, Montverde broke the all-time assist record. It used to be 54 by Bronx, New York, St. Raymond in 1996, and you guys got 59 during this tournament, so blew that record away by 5. The record stood for 23 years. So, questions?
Fellas, it seemed like you guys continue to take care of business and continue to prove that you are the best team in the country. What did you guys kind of do to slow down Jonathan Kuminga in the Patrick School tonight and continue to roll?
Jonathan Kuminga is a really great player. So, Coach Boyle and the rest of the coach staff gave us a really good game plan and how to contain him. We just followed that and tried to limit his touches. And whenever he dribbled the ball, we made sure somebody was in front of him and helped him. So, we had a really good game plan, and I think we executed well.
Coach, on a team filled with amazing players, can you talk a little bit about what Dayron brings to the table since he's joined your program?
Well, again, I just like how he handles himself. He comes off, doesn't think he's anything special. Just thinks he's a young guy trying to get better and happy to be playing basketball, and knows there's a long road ahead of him to be a great player in Carolina. And he has to keep working hard and get better and have a chance to play beyond that. I think he gets it, and he doesn't feel he's too important because he's good now. He knows how much better he needs to get. So he brings, great work ethic to us from day one. Him and Scotty Barnes are 2 new players, and they both work incredibly hard every day. You don't have to get on them to work hard. It's just very natural for them. Their effort, his ability to run the rim. I think he's going to be a great player in the Carolina system.
Nobody else has a question? Coach, I asked you this last night. How good is this team? What is the possibilities for this team?
Well, I think tonight was the defense I expect, because I challenged these guys that, to me there's a lot of great coaches, but by far, and I don't think it's close, the best defensive coach maybe in any sport is Tony Bennett with Virginia. And what he's done is, so incredible in the last couple of years. And when I see that, I'm saying, why can we not be as good defensively as Virginia? On paper, we have more guys that have an opportunity to be pros than they do currently. And we should be at least as good, and we're as big physically, we're as big size-wise, and we try to, as coaches, do our homework and practice the same drills and really emphasize it. And I think that's what we're capable of, holding a team that's number 3 in the country who did not have 10 points in any quarter, and they were mercy ruled. The clock was running the last 3 minutes of the game in the championship. I don't know if that's ever happened in a high-level national high school league.
It's never happened this time.
I don't know if it's ever happened, period, that somebody's going to beat by 40 and the clock's running. So I think you'd be hard-pressed to find that when you have 2 top 5 teams in the country.
Dayron, to represent North Carolina here at the John Wall and have 3 great games here. What does it mean to you to be back here and be back at the John Wall and win it in your your team's first appearance?
It means a lot to come back, and it means a lot to win it. Because last year I came second, so it's a great accomplishment.
Hey Ron, Coach, I know that Scotty was here a couple of years ago. So, what experiences did you guys have in the past, previous experiences, that you can bring to this tournament that helped you be successful this time? Or was there anything that Scotty might have said to the team, maybe that you said, like, hey, I've been in this position in this tournament before?
Well, I mean, I think a lot of the tournaments like this one is tremendous. What really separates this one is the fans. I mean, the fans are energetic, they're juiced, they're pumped. It's a great atmosphere, just singing before the game, whatever they were doing, it puts, really adds energy to the building. So, this has as good a fan base as I've seen in high school tournament, because usually there's not a lot of home, teams are traveling. How many people can travel with you at this level and afford for people to travel, especially when you're not knowing if you're advancing? It's not like the Big East tournament or the ACC tournament, a year in advance where it's going to be and all that for most fans. So, the tournament was great, the energy was great, but I think, for us, it makes it harder because, I think our guys are going to go hard all the time, but they don't need any extra motivation for somebody to want to upset us. You probably want to be more in a quiet gym on December 26th, the day after Thanksgiving or something, or Christmas.
Best fan base in the nation.
Kate, on a team full of MVPs, you're the MVP of this tournament. What's the significance of that to you?
Like you said, team full of MVPs. I wouldn't be the MVP if it wasn't for them. So I think it's more of a team accomplishment. I don't really take. I'm not gonna go home and be like, yeah, I'm glad I beat Scotty. Or they're rooting for me just like I'm rooting for them. Obviously, this is a big prestigious tournament, so winning it is big for me. But I thank my team, my coaches for it.
Anybody else?
One of the interesting things you said, we had 13 assists and 32 field goals. That might be our lowest number of the year. Every game this year, we've been about 70 to 80%. It's been incredible, and we played away. We've never played at home, like 2 games out of 12. So it's been amazing. We had in Texas, we had 39 field goals and 31 assists, 41 field goals and 32 assists. So it'd be 33 out of 40 in another game. So it's just been incredible the amount of sharing of the ball. This is 13 out of 30, which is really a high number. It's been our lowest all year at 50%. So, it's just been remarkable that these guys don't care. They're sharing extra pass, extra pass, extra pass. They don't really care who gets the credit. They all have the end game in mind, trying to get where they want to go and understand that there's development in it. Some days, sometimes it's his day, sometimes it's Scotty, sometimes it's Dayron. Different guys on the bench at different times. It's their time. Sometimes wait in the IMG game, we had 2 starters play 8 minutes. Tonight some of the subs barely played. We played 22 minutes in that game. So it's just matchups and who's playing well. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
I just texted Charlie.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Whoever takes it, thank you.
Yeah, for sure. I got you.
I put it on there too.
Oh, you did?
It's my handle.
Okay, bet. Appreciate you. Thank you, man.
There's timeout off the court.
I think I've interviewed some important people, gotten some people into this documentary. Webb Wellman from the Hoop State Network. Webb Wellman, the founder of the Hoop State Network. Webb, thank you for joining me. I know we're right at the end of Championship Monday. It's been a crazy week. Of course, for you guys, I know you guys have done a great job with the commentary. Your crew's done a great job with that. But what's kind of been your biggest takeaway from this week, man?
That everyone thinks we should leave. That's my biggest takeaway. Yeah, I mean, if you build it, they will come, and we built it, and they're coming, and they're coming earlier, and they're coming more often, and
they're selling out the building in like 12 or whatever.
Our concession stand ran out of food today. You couldn't, if you had $1 million in your pocket, you couldn't have got a Snickers bar. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, I mean, just everything, man. Like we've built an event that is bigger than any of us. It's bigger than, I mean, literally, like, this is Raleigh, and you just saw it for 4 days in a row, and it went exactly how me and Donnie and Bill planned for it to go.
And you guys did a really good job with it, of course.
Appreciate that.
Great job with it, of course. You had a great media crew. Brian Hanks and Junious Smith III have worked with for the last year or so.
Yep.
They are two people that have run the show really well.
They make it easy.
You got a great crew. You got this one right here is kind of he's
dancing around the back. Yeah,
Donnie, that boy.
He's got some stuff to figure out, but he'll get there. You know
of course,
what I
but
mean?
what was? Yeah, so you used to. What were some? Who were some of your individual and team standouts from this week? I know what the obvious one is, but you can start with them if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, Montverde wasn't surprising to us. It's the first time we've ever had to think about a team and ask ourselves, like, are they too powerful? Because if you notice, like, if you watch their games, like, there was no energy for the majority of them because they got up so big so fast. It was like, oh.
Well, that's true. At the same time, that is what they're supposed to do, right? That's the number one team in the country.
No, for sure. And they proved a point with that last game.
Oh, my goodness.
Kevin Boyle told us he'll come back anytime we invite him. So, I mean, to me, as someone who puts on an event, that's what I want to hear. Farmville, when they're healthy, they're exactly who I thought they were. Coach Williford is exactly who we know he is. I'd say, honestly, like, outside of that Montverde performance and every North Carolina team competed in every game. Like there was
even
only
Broughton. I know has
That's
one
what I
win.
mean. That's
They
what I
come
mean.
to play every year.
Yep.
They took Farmville to the limit in the first game.
Right.
So
And Apex Friendship messed
Man,
with
Nick
St.
Farrar,
Pat's. That's
what
what
a
I mean.
performance.
So like outside of the Montverde games, there were no blowouts. Every game was a close game, and that's what this tournament's about, is because the chatter beforehand is like Team X is gonna smash Team Z and all this. It's like, no, man, that's not how this works.
Yeah.
When you put them in front of this crowd, they tend to play their best, and the energy is in the building, and it's like we're the hoop state for a reason. Like that's not a gimmick. That's real
That's
life.
exactly right.
And it's evident by the talent on the floor and the people surrounding it. And that's another reason why we will never leave here ever.
I was gonna say, yeah, I've heard people kind of complain and criticize Broughton High School, and they're all like, "Move it to Reynolds Coliseum." All this, I'm like, "Are you kidding me? That is one of the best gyms I've ever been to."
Yeah, well, and it's also like, why would you bust your butt for years to build an event where you make people have to come early in the day? Let me ask you a question. When's the last time you saw an event sold out with a line around the block when the sun's still out?
Never.
And I've been doing this for 12 years, and me either. And that's the point. It's like
This is one of the crazy. This might be one of the craziest years of the John Wall.
no, I mean by the numbers. That's cool. By the numbers, it is the craziest. We broke records at the gate. We had more people in the building we've ever had before. We had the most teams. We had the most talent. I mean, 2014 was great. 2008 was great. But I mean, again, in terms of the legacy of the event, this to me was a breakthrough year, and it leads us right into what I hope will happen next year.
Absolutely, this has been an incredible time. Fun fact: my alma mater, Westchester Country Day, played in 2010.
Yep, I filmed every bit of that.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's the thing about Webb. I've known Webb since I was in middle school. Well, not really like known like that, but
Known of. Yeah, I'm sure I filmed you in those crowds at Westchester.
Yes,
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen those Balls Life videos where I'm in the background. I'm like in 7th or 8th grade. I'm just
Deuce
like
is dunking on
Deuce
7
Bello
footers,
is dunking
yeah.
on, and I Nuamu and Quincy Miller. It was just that was a good time. But
Yep.
of course, with this event now officially over, unfortunately, I wish
You can unfortunately all you want.
Yeah.
Get me home right now.
I know.
Man.
You've worked tirelessly, man. But we now move to your hometown, Kinston. Yeah. Kinston High is hosting an MLK event that'll be presented by the Hoop State Network again. They'll be out there.
Phenom Hoops will be out there with us in full force.
Yes, sir. And the K, you better be ready. January 18th, Saturday, January 18th.
6 teams that were here will be there.
Yep. And if you want some incredibly great matchups, including the main event one at the end.
It's another situation. And again, this is not like hyperbole. This is not a gimmick. Like, if you want to guarantee that you have a good seat and you get to see the action in Kinston, I would suggest...
You better like sleep in your car at Kinston High.
He's taking it a little too far, but I would grab some lunch around 12:30, and I would probably...
There is a Bojangles right next to Kinston.
There's
right
a Bojangles and a wing spot right next to it. There's a King's on the other side. I would hit a spot and come through and grab yourself a seat. Kinston sits about 1,800. And I anticipate we're gonna be dealing probably like 2,500 people throughout the day, in and out, the lines and all. I mean, we're gonna take what we've done here and we're gonna give Eastern North Carolina their own little piece. And I'm from Kinston, and I know what the community is capable of there. And
an Academy legend.
Yeah, I went to Parrott. We don't have to shout about that, but I did go to Parrott, and I know they're a sponsor at ENC Moment, so we love Parrott.
Shout out to Junious ENC Moments.
There we go. My man Shiver is a teacher and a coach over there. That's
Coach Person also helped with the event.
Oh yeah, Coach. My bad. Coach
state
Person.
championship winning Coach Shiver Person.
Coach Person. Whenever I hear a kid call him Coach or Mr. Person, I'm like, who? That's Shive Dog. That's my man.
But Webb, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for putting on another great event.
Of course.
And your entire crew. Shout out to them. Shout out to everybody. Of course, Just Like Brothers podcast, maybe?
No, I already told you. I'm waiting on my... I'm offended that I haven't been booked yet.
Look, come on. You and Rod are like automatic guests, man. It would be like a tag team.
I don't know if everyone asked my team to do stuff.
New South and JLB. That's
Either nobody likes me or they're afraid of me. No one asked me to do anything. I want to do everything. Let's go. Let's go.
Man. Yeah, man.
Hey,
Thank you so much.
Keep tuning in. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, do it now, and I'm dead serious. I've subscribed. I like every single video, and I'm going to comment on every single video. So if you want to get involved with what we're doing, he is the Eastern North Carolina Connect for everything. If you don't subscribe, you don't comment, there's no way they can grow. That's the only way they can get to where they're going, and you're supporting local by supporting them. And I don't know if you're old enough to be familiar with like local news and how that whole spiel works, but if you want real information and news, it comes from people like us.
So you see, the John Wall Holiday Invitational is the best high school basketball tournament in America for a reason. The stars, the coaches, the media, and especially the fans are what make this event possible. Despite not getting the results that they wanted for the most part, the 2-5-2 squads definitely put on the show. And hopefully, there's more to come as the months progress.
No, sir.